The next crisis will not look like the last one. Most people prepare for what already happened, not what is coming. They build defenses against the wrong threat. 2026 will not break loudly. It will shift through systems, prices, incentives, and policies. If you cannot see the system clearly, you become part of its outcome. Today, I will give you 8 mental models that separate wealth builders from wealth destroyers. These are not tips. They are shields used by the world's best investors. Charlie Munger called this a lattice work of mental models. The wealthy do not memorize advice. They connect powerful frameworks into one operating system. This is thinking stick. We do not follow hype, we follow reality. Subscribe if you want clearer thinking in a year that will test almost everyone. Model 1. Second-order thinking. Most people stop at the first effect. The wealthy always ask one question, and then what? Interest rates rise, borrowing slows, growth weakens, layoffs increase, spending falls, markets shift, wealth transfers. Every event creates a chain reaction. Every decision has consequences beyond the obvious. The wealthy study the second, third, and fourth effects. That is where opportunities hide. Model 2. Inversion. One of Charlie Munger's most powerful tools. Instead of asking how to succeed, ask how to fail. Ask yourself how you could end up broke in 2 years, then remove those behaviors. Avoid lifestyle inflation, panic selling, and bad debt. Success is often avoiding stupidity. You do not need genius-level decisions. You need fewer destructive ones. Model 3. The Lindy Effect. The framework that protects you from chasing trends and wasting years on temporary opportunities. The longer something has survived, the more likely it is to keep surviving. Old ideas often outlast exciting new ones. Stop chasing every new trend. Focus on enduring assets, timeless skills, and proven wealth-building systems. Model 4, the Barbell Strategy. One of the most counterintuitive risk frameworks in finance. Avoid living in the middle. Keep most of your wealth extremely safe. Take calculated risks with a small portion. The goal is antifragility. You want chaos to help you, not destroy you. Positioning changes everything. Model 5. The Ergodicity Filter. A survival framework that explains why talented people still go broke. If a strategy carries a chance of total ruin, repeated exposure eventually catches up with you. Survival comes first. Never risk everything for limited upside. Compounding only works if you stay in the game. Model 6. Margin of safety. Warren Buffett's favorite principle and one of the strongest defenses against uncertainty. Build buffers everywhere. Assume returns will disappoint and risks will surprise you. Leave room for mistakes. In 2026, buffers matter more than predictions. The winners will be the people prepared for uncertainty. Model 7. The Flywheel Effect. The reason some people build momentum while others constantly restart. Wealth is not built in a straight line. It starts slowly, then accelerates as momentum compounds. Stop starting over every few months. Pick one system, one skill, or one strategy and stay consistent. Model 8. Antifragility. Some things break under stress, some survive. A few become stronger because of it. Position yourself where volatility works in your favor. Own assets and skills that benefit from disruption. Fragile people hope for stability. Anti-fragile people prepare for chaos. The difference determines outcomes. These 8 models are not separate ideas. Together they form one complete system for navigating uncertainty. Chaos is not random. It follows incentives, structures, and patterns. Learn the structure and chaos becomes manageable. Think about Marcus from our earlier videos. He built wealth without predicting markets or chasing trends. He avoided ruin, built margins of safety, followed the Lindy Effect, let his flywheel compound for decades. Marcus was not smarter than everyone else. He simply followed a better operating system. Most people will never use these models. Not because they are difficult, but because they seem unimportant until crisis arrives. The real advantage is awareness. seeing risks early and adjusting before everyone else notices them. Now let's turn theory into action. 4 moves you can make tonight. First, run an inversion audit. List 5 behaviors that could financially ruin you and eliminate the worst one. The wealthy focus on avoiding losses before maximizing gains. That is why inversion works. Second, build your barbell. Keep most investments safe and reserve a small portion for high upside opportunities. Third, choose one Lindy investment. Redirect money from trends into assets and skills with long histories. Fourth, start your flywheel. Commit to one financial system for the next 12 months and stop restarting. Most people will ignore these steps. They will keep chasing trends and wonder why nothing compounds. You do not have to be one of them. You now understand the system behind the noise. Here is the deepest lesson from this entire video. You are not a passenger in the economy. You are the architect of your response to it. Run the inversion audit, build the barbell, choose the Lindy investment, start the flywheel. Begin tonight. If this video changed how you think, comment one word below, architect. In the next video, we will build an anti-fragile portfolio designed for uncertainty and long-term growth. 8 models, 1 lattice work, 1 mental operating system. Position before the chaos arrives, architects compound, passengers drift, keep, thinking stick.